What's up, YouTube Money Team and True Ballers? It's your boy, the Ball and J Money, here again with my second video of the day. Now, you watched my first video today, so you already know what I'm gonna do for the next few videos of the day. But in this video, I want to give a shout out to somebody who is not a YouTube member. Like, he doesn't do videos on YouTube or anything like that. He's somebody that's more important than anything that I've done for the past 6 or 7 years probably. And I gotta go way back to my second year of my high school life, because this person, when I talked to this person, he was not only a father figure, he wasn't only just a basketball coach, but he was like my best friend, and like he was like a mentor. He was like my very first ever mentor as well. I mean, I could name him in multiple ways, but to make it short, his name was David Wood. He's currently, and still is, like, he's been doing it for years. He's as a basketball coach for my second high school at West Lafayette Junior Senior High School, and the high school is just right around the corner from Mackey Arena at Purdue University. I played for him for 2 years, and those 2 years was probably the best 2 years of my basketball career, and it was the beginning of something bigger. Coach Wood, he taught me so many things besides basketball. I mean, he took me from a boy with basketball talents to a man with multiple talents. And I honestly didn't understand that until I got into college. I mean, I always thought that the only talent I really had was basketball because I loved it. I mean, it was just all I would wanted to do. Didn't matter if it was during lunch, after school, early in the morning. I mean, I played basketball. That's all I did. My friends are wondering where I'm at. They don't have to worry about where I'm at, because 9 times out of 10, if they can't find me, they know their answer. He's in the gym. Exactly. I mean, that's how it was. And it was crazy those 2 years, because, like, I had like three different nicknames. I mean, he called me Mr. Gym Rat because I was, like I said, I would be in the gym a lot. Like, I would be in the gym 10 minutes before the first player walks in the door, or 20 minutes, 30 minutes, it didn't matter. And I would just work on my game. That's what I did. And usually, like, sometimes he even told me this too one time, before I graduated. Like, he said, every time I walk in my office, see, his office is in the basement, and then the basketball court's on the first floor. By the time he walks to his office, he already hears a basketball dribbling, and 9 times out of 10, he knows it's me. So I mean, like, just him saying that is like, it's a blessing, because I'm being heard, I'm being noticed, and it was just a startup of something bigger. And he was also my business and law teacher, so which was even better. So I mean, he taught me the true meaning about a business and how law works. And at the time, I mean, I understood the business part, but I never understood law. I mean, when it comes to law, I mean, I understand, the simple things. But if you want to tell me about what it takes to be a lawyer, or what it takes to be a judge, or laws that don't relate to me, I probably wouldn't know about it. Because usually, if there's something like I should learn, then I'll learn it. If it's something I think is not related to me, then I won't learn it. But at the same time, it didn't matter if it was from the basketball court, the weight room, or in the classroom. He always looked out for me. And I mean, to this day, I still remember when he and his wife brought so many Christmas gifts one time. I mean, it was unbelievable. I mean, I woke up, it was during Christmas break one time, and the door was knocking. It was his wife. And I said, "Hey, Miss Wood, what are you doing here?" She's like, "Oh, none. Me and my husband has something for you." And I'm like, "What's that?" "Well, come out here and see." I look outside. Coach Wood opens the back door, and he said, "Merry Christmas." And little I know, he had like $300 plus worth of Christmas gifts. And I'm like, "Oh my God, you did this for me?" And he's like, "Yeah, man. We love you so much. We know that you guys are struggling on whatever you're dealing with, but I figured we would help you guys." So he helped us a lot. I mean, I don't remember everything that he got me, but he bought me a few shirts. He bought me a few pants, and he also bought me my leather jacket. with the letter. I mean, my high school letter jacket. He bought that for me, and he put in I personally like I had it edited out to where my name was on it, and then the patches in the back of all the accolades that I'd gotten. I mean, he did all that for me besides putting a name on it. I mean, it was just a huge blessing. I mean, I never heard of a coach do that for a player. I never have. I mean, he was, like I said, guys, he was a father figure. He was my best friend. He was my mentor. He was my coach. And he was my teacher. He was my very first mentor I ever had. I mean, it was more than just basketball. And when he knows basketball, believe me, he knows his basketball. I mean, if you guys think it's crazy, he used to be assistant coach at Purdue University before he became a head coach at a high school right around the corner. So he knows his basketball. And it's just incredible how I was only with him for 2 years. I mean, to this day, I wished it was 4 years because then I would have another 2 years of learning more. But those 2 years, I taught a lot. I learned a lot. Both. I was taught and learned a lot. It was great. Because, like I said, I was just a boy with basketball talents, and I wasn't, like, I mean, my academics was fine. I mean, I had like a 3.4 GPA before I even transferred, so my GPA was fine. He was just worried about my off the court life because he knew that I was in a tough neighborhood. He knew that I had friends that got in trouble all the time, and I hung out with them. I usually hung out with the wrong crowd whenever I wasn't playing ball. Like, even when I played street ball, I played with a lot of hustlers. Like, he knew all that stuff when he knew me. He saw something in me that I didn't see. And then by the time he knew that I was going to the first tryout, he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna put you on JV, and we're gonna start you on JV, and we're gonna see how you do. And if you do well, I guarantee you, you'll play varsity by the end of the year." This is my junior year, guys, my first year with this school, so I proved myself. Averaged about 16, 17. I had one JV game where I had like 24, and I think it only took like I played maybe 4 full games, and then the next 5 or 6 was just 2, 3 quarters. Because little I know, I end up being an unknown player, like an unknown, because I didn't make a varsity or JV team my sophomore year at the first school I went to, Lafayette Jeff. I didn't make the team there. I mean, I made the freshman team. I hardly played, and I didn't make the JV and varsity team the next year. But then by the time I got JV, I was an unknown player to a role player for the JV to last man on the varsity bench to sixth man to most improved player of the year that junior year. Just in those within the time I was done with the first high school and to the time I was done my junior year. That's what I was known for all of those. And I had a sectional championship. And then senior year was just even better because that most improved player of the year award, it was noticed. The local newspaper was putting my name. Like, I had a big headline before our junior, before our, not junior, I don't know why I said junior, but our regional game, and it said Mr. Unorthodox during liturgis. And that's why I got the second nickname, Mr. Unorthodox, because they thought my jump shot was unorthodox, but I was automatic. I mean, they showed my numbers saying I was 92% at the line, about 37% from three, and I was about 49% from the field. I mean, it was great numbers. And I only averaged about 12 because our best leading scorer, he averaged 16, and I was second. So it was just incredible. I mean, just seeing that article was like, man, I'll cherish this. So, yeah, see, getting all these recognitions, if it wasn't for my coach, Dave Wood, I mean, I probably would have never been noticed. I probably would have never had a chance to play ball. I probably wouldn't be playing ball in college. You know, matter of fact, I'll put it like this. I wouldn't even went to college. I wouldn't have never gotten a basketball scholarship. I would probably would have gotten no scholarship. I probably would have been dead in the streets by now. Because believe me, he gave me a chance that the first school didn't. He saw it. And I thank God every day that he gave me the opportunity, or else I would not be here showing a basketball to you guys on some videos, showing my business to you guys, inspiring you guys. I mean, everything that I'm learning, or I learned, I'm spreading it to you guys as well. And that's why I say if you look at my previous videos, which you guys should, watch the one about having a mentor, and you understand what I'm talking about having a mentor. And then the coach was my very first mentor. I mean, sure, people are like, well, I thought your father was your first mentor. Well, of course he's my first mentor because he brought me in this world. He raised me, of course. But if it's somebody outside the family, it would be him, Coach Wood. He would be my first mentor outside the family. So that's all I have to say about Coach Wood. And I haven't talked to him lately, but when the time is right, I'm going to have a long conversation with him, and I know he'll be proud of me. So I am going to show this video to him when the time is right as well. So I know, and I'm going to show it to my teammates that was on that squad, former teammates, people that know me. I mean, I'm going to give a big shout out to him, and because like I said, he was my father figure. He was the best guy a guy like me would ever ask for. So if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Stay tuned for more Ball and J Money videos. And stay tuned for my next video that I'm going to do today. Take care. Ball and J Money out.